Hey YouTube, this is Jacob with Good to Go Gear. I'm here to do an unboxing video. This is for something that I'm fairly excited about. I've been waiting, let's see, tomorrow would have made 20 days, so I've been waiting 19 days to get this. This is something I got from Battle Horse Knives. It is the Highlander 1 flat grind. Let's go ahead and open it up and see how it comes out of the box. It's just packed with, like, looks like advertisement paper from a Sunday paper. Alright, comes with this. Says, thank you very much for choosing Battle Horse Knives. We appreciate each and every one of you for your continued support. Please know that your knives come with a lifetime guarantee and free sharpening. If you would need assistance, please feel free to contact us. God bless, BHK. He's got their logo and email address and phone number on it. Okay, get to this in just a second. Alright, this is kind of cool. It's a battlehorseknives.com sticker with their logo on it. That looks kind of cool. Then a Battle of the Blades, door prizes, some kind of thing I guess Battle Horse Knives is having. This is just more stuffing to help protect the knife. I'm going to give it to my son over here and let him play with it in a minute. Not right now while I'm making the video though, or he'll be super loud. Alright, this is wrapped in some kind of, feels like almost like a piece of cardboard type of paper. And then just has a single piece of tape. Alright, this looks awesome. I got the polished natural handles with neon green G10 liners, and I went ahead and got the bluing put on it. Man, that feels amazing in the hand. I've never had a polished micarta handle. It's got the same kind of pins as the Dave Canterbury Pathfinder knife. I own one. It's a Scandi grind. What made me want to get this one, you know, Battle Horse Knives made that Pathfinder PLSK1 that I have as well. What made me want to get this was you could customize it, you know, get the handles and the scales that you like. Because while I carry the knife, while I'm EDCing it, all you're really going to see is the side of the handles. You're not going to really see the neon green. I felt like that was just kind of a personalized touch. Like I mentioned before, I like green, and I like this knife better because it comes with the bluing. Because like I said, I'm big on finishes. I do not want my knives to rust or have any kind of problem there. I don't want to have to worry about it while I'm out in the field. I want to be able to just use it. You know, if it gets wet, I keep gun oil and stuff with me to maintain my blades. But I don't want to have to worry about it just on regular stuff like from body moisture or body sweat or anything. So I opted to get the blued version. And I did email and ask, like, because these handles are permanent, they do not blue under the handle. I don't understand why. To me, that's kind of a negative aspect of the knife. I mean, I love the knife. I love the weight. I love the balance of the way it feels. I love that I can get a flat grind in it. You know, that I can get a flat grind. I just don't understand why they would blue the whole knife. But when I emailed their department, I think her name was Alicia. Let me look. It's on the box. Yeah, Alicia McQueen. She responded and said, "Yeah, like if the handles are removable, they'll blue under the scales. If the handles are not removable, they won't blue under the scales." Or that just seems like a real negative aspect of the knife. It's like you're already bluing the blade and the outside, why not just go ahead and glue all of it? So I don't know, but I did email and ask. I was interested in that. But man, this thing feels great. The polish, the finish, I mean, it just looks amazing. It's got, you know, the fisheye pins, a generous, what's that called? A lanyard hole. I mean, it's just amazing. The knife itself was only $200. To do the G10 liners was an extra $15. To do the bluing, I don't remember how much that was. Let me look. I have their website up so I can look and answer any questions or anything that somebody might have. You know, like that I would have when I watch a YouTube video. Sheath option, sheath key, fire steel, gun blue. Let me see how much it costs. Alright, to get the gun blue on it, that was an extra $15. And then on the sheath, I wanted a sheath like I got with the Pathfinder knife. I really like that sheath. They wanted like $60 for that knife. That just seems ridiculous to me. But it came with a nice brown leather sheath. I love the smell of leather. I paid an extra $3, I believe. Let me check. For the fire steel loop. Yeah, it's an extra $3 for the fire steel loop. So that's not bad. I mean, this isn't my preferred type of carry sheath, but I mean, it's a good quality. I mean, it looks good. It smells good. I like this, you know, brass rivet that's in it, and back here as well, holding the loop on. I don't know much about leather work, but I'm going to tell you, I think that it's single stitched. And it was done by a machine, because you can see some markings. You know, I don't know if y'all can see it, but some markings above the stitching. I've heard that comes from the machine being clamped down too tight. But still, I mean, I'm buying the knife. I'm not buying the sheath. Because truthfully, I know how to. I do mess around with Kydex a little bit. So I was planning on making a custom Kydex sheath for it. The blade is pretty sharp. You see this hair popping sharp. I don't know. I was using a Sharpie to color box. That's a Sharpie on my hand. It's not super sharp, kind of like I was expecting. It's more, you feel it more like tugging at the hair, kind of like pulling at it to get it out, but it is getting it out. Like if I use this knife, maybe not after cutting that tape and paper. As you can see, I'll use my clean fingers. I mean, it does have hair. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it does pull some hair. But it's just not as clean of a shave as when I sharpen a knife myself. So don't worry, that'll be fixed. That's not a big issue. For my first time ever, I bought a left-handed leather sheath, or just left-handed sheath for a knife, period. So I'm not used to having to hold it with this hand and putting the blade in. That's the first for me. And I do like that it's a nice deep ride. For right now, I mean, I'm nervous to do it in here in the house, but it holds pretty tight. I'm not shaking it super hard, but it holds pretty tight. So all in all, my first impressions, I mean, it's a beautiful knife. I love the fit and the finish. I mean, even the sheath, I mean, it's not my preferred sheath, but I'm going to take care of that myself. You get that fixed and maybe carry this as like a backup sheath in case something happens to the one that I make. I don't know why it would, but, you know, just in case. So this is known as the Highlander 1 flat grind. Let me go over it's a 3/16 01 tool steel. The overall length is 10 inches, 10 1/8 inch. Man, it feels great in the hand. It's got a 5-inch cutting edge, and it's a flat grind, obviously, as you can see. But that's just what it is. And it says it ships within 10 to 20 days. And I've ordered stuff before, you know, that says, you know, oh yeah, it ships within 10 to 20 days. And it usually gets here pretty soon. This one I actually called a couple times because it took like 20 days would have been yesterday. And today was day 19 and it arrived. So that's not too bad. I mean, it was in the time frame. You know, I mean, it got here before the last day that it could have shipped. So I don't mind that at all. But I know this is big to some people, so I'll go ahead and check it. But I don't use knives to scrape my ferro rods, but it does have a nice 90-degree spine. The tip, it's got a nice tip. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the tip is nice. I mean, overall, I'm impressed with the fit and the finish. And hopefully this is going to become my new everyday carry knife. The Pathfinder PLSK1, you know, knowing that I could have gotten the same knife basically for 200 bucks, handmade by the same people. That's why in one of my videos the other day I mentioned, you know, kind of frustrated me with Dave Canterbury, because, I mean, yeah, it's got the sheath, and yes, they say it's worth 60 bucks. But I mean, I make and sell, you know, sheaths and holsters for guns and stuff out of Kydex, and I mean, they may not be as cool as that, but I don't really see. I mean, a whole sheet of Kydex where you could probably make 2 of those sheets, it's like $6. You know, I mean, let's be realistic. The black ones our blacks are usually cheaper, so I mean, it may not even be that much. And if they're buying it in bulk, they're getting it for even cheaper than that. And then you know, a piece of leather is not super expensive either. And then they're like, oh well, it's my time. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of time to make a Kydex sheath and press it and do all that stuff, because most of them, if they're making them in mass, they got the presses and stuff. So I don't understand, you know, they're like, oh well, it's the handmade aspect of it. All right, great. I still don't feel like it should be that much handmade or not, because, you know, realistically, you got like a $10, maybe $15 piece of leather, a $6 piece of Kydex, and that's going high. You know, and then the rivets, you can get a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I think like shit. I want to say like 100 of them for like $5. I mean, it's ridiculous. So it's not like it's costing them a lot to produce a leather hybrid, you know, a Kydex leather hybrid sheath. You know, truthfully. So I don't feel like those are worth 60 bucks. You know, a handmade leather sheath, you know, this one is nice. You know, the finishing is great. I have tried my hand at leather. I don't have a sewing machine. I use like the hand stitching stuff, and mine never have turned out this nice. So this is a nice leather sheath, you know, and it's stained. I mean, it's a very pretty, very nice sheath. You know, I still probably wouldn't pay over 20-30 bucks for something like this, but that's just me. And, you know, if there was something like Justin Wolf made, maybe, you know, I'd pay some more, but or Hedgehog Leather Works, but I don't know about how much he charges either. Like that's quite a lot. But anyway, that's besides the point. And I'm not trying to stir the turd with anybody. That's just my personal opinion. You take it or leave it. But I like it. You know, I like the knife. I like the sheath. I like everything. I like the options. I like how they brought this where, you know, I could get it blued. And truth, I saw this, I think, on Survival on Purpose, this website. He got one that was stainless, or not stainless, but, you know, just not polished. I believe it's still 01 tool steel. And then they sent him a second one that was blued. And when I saw that, I got very interested and started looking and talked my wife into letting me order one. And so I got what I wanted. You know, I was able to get the natural polish, because that Pathfinder I got is just I think it's just bead blasted, you know, standard micarta scales, and I love it. I love that knife, but it doesn't have the green liners. It doesn't have the bluing. It's a Scandi grind, and I prefer the Scandi grind. But I mean, I like the Scandi grind, and I think that's all that was available in at the time. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. Because you could have got a saber grind, but don't quote me on that either. I can't remember. It's been a long time. Ordered that a long time ago. But I prefer the flat grind. Once I started getting into Essies, I prefer a flat grind. And so once I saw that, I was like, man, I like it. So anyway, that's why I got it. And so today's my first day getting. I mean, just as you saw, I opened the package. Just got it out of the mailbox today when I got home from work. So anyway, that's the Highlander 1 flat grind. And I like it. I'm impressed with it. So this is Jacob with Good to Go Gear, and I think with this knife you'd be good to go. Thanks.